Welcome back to the GOAT. Today, we will be investigating the recent World War II battle called the Battle of the Bulge. This major battle took place in the winter months of 1944 to 1945 at the densely forested Ardennes region of Volhynia. Prior to this battle, the Allies started to turn the tables of the outcome of the war. They forced Germany out of France. However, Germany planned a massive attack. This attack, led by Hitler's Nazi Germany, was a last hope attempt to divide the Allied forces up and steal their supplies at one of the major ports. On December 16th, Hitler surprise attacked the Allied forces and punched a hole right up their frontline defenses. The well-equipped Nazis were able to overpower the Allies fairly easily during the first attack. Nazi soldiers carried the powerful Karabiner 98 Kurz. They also had extremely powerful tanks called Panzers. Due to harsh weather and dangerous terrain, it made it nearly impossible to strike a counterattack against the Nazis. A few days later, when the weather cleared up, the Allies sent their air force to slow down the Germans. Hitler's main attack strategy was using armored tanks. However, this failed because they ran out of fuel to run the tanks. This left the Nazis very vulnerable. Nonetheless, the Nazis continued their attacks on the Allies. On Christmas Eve, the Allies experienced an attack by 16 German Me-262s jet bombers. This was an attempt to stop the Allies from gaining supplies themselves. However, without the proper fuel for their armored vehicles, any success in the air was pointless. For weeks after, the battle became a ferocious stalemate. Cold and wet conditions made trench foot common among soldiers. By mid-January, the lack of fuel on the Nazi side became a major problem and eventually led to their defeat. Later that month, the Nazis were forced to retreat. We now go to David for more information.
Thank you, Chris. Digging deeper into this battle is a story of a brave soldier who led his squadron through this historic battle. John Williamson, a platoon leader in the U.S. Army, heroically led his men and used his extensive training to weave around constant enemy fire. He managed to have no casualties within his unit at the end of this bloody battle, only wounded. He himself was wounded in his leg and received a Purple Heart and Medal of Honor for his bravery. Now we go to Adam, who is currently on the actual front where this historic battle.
Thanks, David. I'm standing here at the exact spot where the Battle of Bulge took place. This is exactly where the Allies were able to contain the German forces and inflict serious losses to the German army. In all, it is said that Germany lost roughly 80,000 soldiers and hundreds of tanks. Sadly, the Allies' victory came with a great loss. The United States Army lost around 19,000 soldiers, and the British Army lost around 200 soldiers to this terrible battle. Due to the immense casualties of the German army, it is believed that this was their last offensive attack. Hopefully this was a turning point and a major catalyst in the ending of this terrible war. On the lighter side, this was the first battle fought by the United States Army that there was no segregation in their soldiers. I believe this also may be the end of a terrible segregation that the Americans have endured for hundreds of years. Also, this battle is the largest land battle yet that America has been a part of, and we were able to successfully fend off the vicious German attacks.